21 Symptoms of Spiritual Awakening. At this time, many things are changing in the world. We live in a time of awakening and desire to change never seen before. A lot of people become more conscious and aware of issues and practices that have lasted for too long, and that must change. Many people now want to take their lives back into their own hands and escape the model imposed by society in order to really know happiness and live the life they truly want to live, not one dictated by televisions, magazines, movies, social identifications, and all kind of meaningless cliches many now want to get away from. The world also awakens in terms of nutrition. More and more documentaries now denounce our current food scandals, from animal genocide and cruelty in the food industry to the high toxicity of today's chemical food and to the destruction of our planet's vital resources. More and more independent scientists, newspapers, blogs, and individuals create their own groups and support of information to spread the awareness about the truth of the various industries we're living amongst, and offering new, inspiring models. They all contribute to their way a growing awareness in the world. On the other side, many people are ready to hear those truths and become themselves the change they wish to see in the world. Their consciousness grows, their interests evolve, the meaning of life changes for them, and they have new aspirations and inspirations. Coupled with the desire to change themselves in order to also, for many, change the world. Do you recognize yourself in that? I've decided to reunite in this article 21 symptoms that show that you experimented a spiritual awakening. In other words, a raise in your level of consciousness about yourself and about the world. 1. The feeling that something has changed inside of you. You can't explain it, but you feel different. You even have the sensation to have become a new person, which has nothing to do with the one you were before. You may even have already been different persons, but it continues. Each time you have this feeling that you are getting closer to your truth. This feeling fills you with deep happiness as you get closer and closer to who you want to be, or should I say, who you really are. Go down to here. Number 2, awareness of your old negative habits. I see a lot of people on YouTube not paying attention to their negative habits. All right, name calling, using swear words. That's not a sign of a woken person. Okay. Awareness of your old negative habits. People who call people names better become aware of that negative habit and change it if they want to be aware. You become aware of everything that was not right in your old life, in your old you. You realize all things you used to do and don't want to do anymore, and all the thinking patterns you don't wish to keep. You are ready for a big change and you never want to go back, being so happy about what you have discovered. You feel a feeling of deep fulfillment and happiness from getting closer to your truth, and deep joy to feel this new momentum and feeling of hope. 3. To not feel good with your old entourage anymore, and to feel the need to be alone or with new people, more alignment with who you have become. Evolving spiritually can be a painful process, as not everyone around you will evolve at the same speed. Every often we grow ourselves following a certain event or certain encounters, but it's not necessarily the case for our family and friends that stay the same. We start, little by little, to feel weird, to think all those things we think, and even guilty for not wanting to spend as much time with them as before. We wish we could, but the gap we feel between them and us has become too big. Our vibration became higher, and as a result, we see them. We feel a feeling of discomfort and the need to recharge our batteries after seeing them. We feel drained. Therefore, we then prefer solitude than being drained by negative people. We look for new people. Naturally, we are attracted to these new people who make us feel good and energized. We connect with them directly, even virtually, as we are on the same wavelength. We often feel better with them than our own family and friends. Okay. Number 4. I'm going to step this up. Do not stand superficiality, and everything is not that authentic. Lots of places or people that you were used to go. Lots of places or people that you were used to go or see will not interest you anymore, or even make you feel depressed. You have become allergic to anything superficial. I guess Hillary Clinton's are allergic to anything superficial, not real, not authentic. Alright? Hillary Clinton is definitely not an awoken person. 6. Society. You may think you've become antisocial or too difficult, but it is no sign of health to be well adjusted to a sick society. Always remember this. Always follow your heart. The more you will grow spiritually, vibrationally, the more you will be attracted to authenticity, and the less you will be attracted to the lie, illusion, hypocrisy, and sham. Number 5. Deep sadness and compassion about the suffering in the world. A spiritual awakening is not always the best feeling in the world. It can often be accompanied by strong feelings of despair and sadness when becoming more and more aware of all the suffering in the world, even depression for some people. What you feel is completely normal. Let me backtrack here. Like I said in my previous article, how to be happy when we are aware of all the suffering in the world. Once we know, we can't go back, and we suddenly feel responsible. What you feel is completely normal. You have to go through it. Don't think you have a problem or that you are too weak. Once we suddenly see and understand things, it can sometimes be a shock. Okay, we already understand what's going on with animal cruelty, the food industry, slaughterhouses. Yeah, that's enough to depress anybody. You know? Number 6, feeling the need to make this world a better place. Taking care of your own well-being is not enough for you. You want to also help others and have a positive impact on the world. You don't understand the people that do nothing that are selfish. 7, a deep yearning for meaning in your life. A lot of things that you used to do before are of no interest to you anymore. Old places or friends that you used to go see have not the same taste. You need meaning in your life now, otherwise you get bored, and that affects you psychologically. You can even get depressed. 8, hypersensitivity. In addition to your 5 physical senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, that become more and more developed, your spiritual senses also increase. Intuition, I have heightened intuition. Emotions, imagination, conscience, and inspiration to a high speed. Your intuitions guide you more and more, and you learn to listen to them. 9. Creativity and increased inspiration. Need to realize your dreams. You are bombarded with ideas all the time. You are receiving images, ideas, music, and other creative inspirations at an often overwhelming rate. Okay, this is a really cool article. You like to be inspired by people you admire. In your head, it's like a computer with 30 open tabs at the same time. Life takes another meaning when you create. You feel alive. You feel called to realize your dreams and your mission on earth. It's simply because your soul can finally express through your physical body what she came here to do. 10. Willingness to know who you truly are and to finally be yourself. You don't want to be defined by society or others anymore. You are tired of wearing this mask, and you've been wearing it too long. Take off your masks. You want to finally be who you really are, be happy, free, lighten your heart, and never again live for another's expectations of you. 11. Increased intuitions and desire to reconnect with yourself. Okay. That's a pretty picture. 12. Increase in coincidences, in parentheses, and synchronicities, in parentheses, in your life. 13. More awareness and attention to the food you eat. 14. Changing sleep patterns. You need more sleep than before. You feel tired when waking. Periods of lethargy and fatigue. This is a time of integration, so give into it. You can also wake up many times during the night or experience panic attacks when you wake. Alright. 15. Loss of interest in worrying. Actions based on love, not fear. Shall I repeat that? If you are an awoken person, your actions should be based on love and not fear. And if you're an awoken person, you will experience a loss of interest in all forms of conflict. Your inner peace has become sacred. 17. Loss of interest towards any type of judgment towards others or yourself. As you feel more and more that we are all connected and all more than our physical appearance, you have lost interest in judging others and also want to apply it on yourself. 18. Increased willingness to love and give without expectations. Your heart and your soul only feel fulfilled when you are of service to the world. You don't look for gratification for what you're doing or getting anything back. You just want to give and love for free. 19. Feeling of being connected to everything and everyone. Humans, animals, nature, planet, universe. I feel that. I feel all of these, everybody. All of them. Strong connection to animals and nature. Ask anybody. You don't see animals as non-sensitive and non-intelligent beings. You have understood that they have feelings and a conscience, just as plants do. You feel a strong connection to them, and for some of you, you can even communicate with them. I can do that as well. 21. Feeling of bliss. How many out there can actually say you have this feeling?